Dude, so I cut my hair with scissors that my brother uses to cut his pubes, and I was like, it's a bit rusty, but they still cut. They tried. I mean, it worked.
Did it hurt?
What?
Nah, I changed my diaper like once this week, and
All right, so hello and welcome to the Something Dumb podcast. The podcast where we talk about dumb stuff and our trash opinions about those dumb stuff. I am your host, as always, the man with a dream, just like Giorno Giovanna. And I'm just saying that because only one person will get that reference, and that's Chris, because he's super anime. I'm your host, as always, Cornell, and with me today are the usual boys, Chris and Jared. And of course, we have a new special guest that looks like he's in the closet for some reason. Salama. Say hi, Salama.
It's Gucci.
Oh no.
What y'all doing? What's up with y'all?
Start
strong. See?
Is that really what you're going with? Can we take another? Can we do another take? No, I'm just kidding.
Too cringe doesn't mean it won't
Too cringe, dog. Too cringe. Nah.
What should I say? Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
the way you said it, the way you looked at the camera, no, that was creepy, dude.
You were somehow cringer, and I don't know why.
Too creepy.
How you fellas doing today?
Okay.
Better than you, as always.
Man, why? It's not a competition, motherfucker. It's not a competition. All right, so as per usual with every podcast, let's go and talk about our favorite piece of media that we've seen in the past week. Just because, this is more. Honestly, I've made this as a standard because it's more for my sake, because I'm curious what you guys are watching. And it's like recommendations. Like I hear something and I want to, talk about it and maybe consume it myself. And of course, since we do have a new guest, it's going to be different for Salma. So let's start with Jared. Favorite piece of media you consumed in the past week?
Okay, well, I've watched the new episode of WandaVision, the new episode of Attack on Titan. All right. And then the media I want to talk about that I watched this week was the Saturday Night Live episode. It's actually a good episode.
Wait.
Guest host and musical guest was Nick Jonas.
SNL is still a thing?
Still doing a thing, dude.
Yeah, it's still pretty big.
What, really?
And actually, I just want to say that episode, all the musical numbers that came out of that episode were actually really good. Like one episode.
Is it Nick Jonas and who else?
No, it's just Nick Jonas, but like cast, and like the songs that SNL comes up with.
Okay, can you... Sorry, this is going to sound so out of touch, but can you explain SNL to me? I don't think I've ever seen...
It's a live skit show, so...
This is the anti-boomer mentality.
Wait, is SNL boomer?
I mean, it's
an old skit show. So it's live. They rehearse it. They have cue cards. All the actors or whatever, they all read off cue cards and like they write the jokes on the cue cards and they just perform live.
Since when do they do musicals? I thought it was just skits.
No, that's skits. Like some skits is a song. Like a song would be like a skit.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sounds.
Or they'll even
fun.
touch on musicals. Like they'll make a mini song for a musical.
What are your So you've been watching this for some time now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any notable mentions on the past episodes you've seen before?
Weekend Update's always great. That's my favorite part of SNL. That's all I gotta say.
What did they do there? You're talking to someone who's completely oblivious.
So Weekend Update is hosted by Colin Jost and Michael Che, and it's basically a news report. And they touch on recent media that's happened or recent like shit that's happened. Like it was blown up, especially with Trump being president. And they would just roast the fuck out of people or like articles and all that.
Didn't Bill Hader used to do that?
Issues.
Like be in that. Didn't Bill Hader used to be on that segment too?
Bill Hader used to be on the segment too, and he was fucking hilarious.
I love.
I feel like I've seen like so many different versions of that where it's just like a news anchor type of shot, and it's like they're just bashing on.
That's Weekend Update.
Yeah,
they changed
they
it.
rotate it.
They changed it. Yeah.
No, but I've seen it in like other because I feel like I've seen SNL in like.
Oh, you're talking about like the Today Show, or no? What is it? Not the Today Show.
It's the one with the British dude.
The Stephen Colbert, or
yeah,
like
that dude. I've seen
Trevor
that one.
Noah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of more satirical.
You
than-
actually
More-
never
yeah.
seen Saturday Night Live?
Dude, it's funny.
Interesting.
Some skits don't land though. Some skits don't land. But yeah.
Why there's some cringe fest in there or some shit like
I
that?
feel
No,
like
it's just the
majority
jokes
of
are
it
like
don't land.
the jokes aren't like as good. Like jokes are just like eh.
They
could've
do
done
it every
better.
Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Pumping out that much content is going to be kind of draining to the creativity.
Mhm.
Wait, what time does this like air?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. I
No,
think at
fucker. Like
9?
what time? You smart
At
ass.
9, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot. Like 9 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a late at what? Oh, it's weird.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I mean, if I can find it on fucking us stream site, I'll probably watch it. So,
I'm
damn.
kind of surprised you haven't seen anything.
It's on
about it.
Hulu. Episodes are on Hulu too.
I don't have Hulu. Fuck.
Or you know what? Do even better. Just go on YouTube. Their YouTube just has the skits. Like you don't have to watch
Yeah.
the episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. All right, for sure. I'll go ahead and check it out then. Chris, what about you? Favorite piece of media you watched, seen,
Well-
consumed in the past week?
To live up to my super anime name, well, it's not anime.
Don't
I
fucking.
bought this book. It's a manga.
Okay.
It's about a dude who's like he's like a host to a kid show, and he's just depressed, and then he just kind of like spreads that depression to the kids and just tells them that, you know, he's going through existential crises and stuff, and it's very funny.
I'm
he's just,
sorry.
like,
That
talking to
sounds
these
fucked
kids.
up. That doesn't sound funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm sorry. This is a
like,
this is a manga you funded?
yeah, yes, it's hilarious. Look, my comedy and the things I think are funny. Like, I love BoJack Horseman for the same reasons. That, like, it's just talking to like, just speaking to the choir, I guess, preaching to the choir, like about like how things aren't always great, but like it's, you know, a good twist on it because he's talking to kids, and he's like supposed to be this like happy guy, and just like I don't really care.
Okay, that's still so weird that you would fund it. Wait, how long has
What
this
do you
been
mean
going?
fund it?
Like, okay, like here's the reason why I'm making it a big deal, right? Like, I read a lot of manga. I haven't
Yeah.
funded any of them yet because for me to fund a manga, I have to be like really in love with it. And there's only been like 3 in my mind that I would fund, but I haven't done it yet because I don't have the space to store them. So it's just like, how
Well,
many?
I don't know. I perceive them differently. It's like you buy a book and then you read it to see how good it is. Like I perceive it the same way. So there's more of them. There's a lot to them.
Okay.
And like for me, like I like if I can get them physical, like I would. But like a lot of the weekly stuff, it's ironic because like the ones I enjoy more, I don't buy as much because I'm caught up weekly. But the ones I'm like not following, I'm gonna buy because I'm not gonna be that invested to like be on top of it every week. I'm just like, I'll buy the volume when it's all out. See
Yeah,
how it
because Shonen Jump doesn't exist in America, right? We can't buy copies of it. No.
No.
Yeah, that's probably why. That makes sense. All right, for sure. Fuck, send me the name of that. I kind of want to read it if I can find
Yeah,
it. So
It's life lessons with Uramichi Onisan.
oh no, I don't
See how
know why I
happy
saw
he
that. I saw that cover and I thought of it as a yaoi one where it's just like boys love.
It does kind of have like the sharp pointed face. Like
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Salma, are you ready to be interrogated by the
Oh
room?
my god.
Like, you don't understand. The new guest that we do for the show has to be interrogated because this will define your tastes in media.
Oh,
Are you
hell no.
ready?
Yeah, I am. Let's do it.
I'm making
it's not
this.
that intense, bro.
I'm making this way more intense just because I know Saul was like, wait, what am I doing? So
Not prepared at all.
So for every new person that comes onto the show, we ask very like introductory questions just to give the audience kind of like what your taste in movies are or just media in general. So for the first question is, can you name your top 3 movies as of right now?
As of right now,
Or sorry, I shouldn't say top 3 movies, but like top 3 pieces of media as of right now. Because it could be TV shows, it could be YouTube videos, it could be anything.
so I don't have a number 1, but it's tied. Okay, it's between Inception and Interstellar.
Oh, okay.
I literally can't decide which one's better. I love both of them so much.
Really?
And then you don't like it?
No. I have opinions on both, and I do feel one is way better than the other. So
I would love to hear it.
Inception's better than Interstellar, right?
there it is.
There
He
you
fucking
go.
said it. He
No.
fucking said it.
Bro, they're like neck and neck. Are you guys crazy?
Mm.
Interstellar
No, the
is
acting in
beautiful.
Interstellar is great. Matthew McConaughey fucking hella performance.
It was
but
so good.
But it's Matthew McConaughey though. I mean, he's always great.
So
Fair.
why do you guys think Inception's better? Like
story wise and yeah, all the performances. There's more greater performances in that one than whatchamacallit, Interstellar.
Yeah, 'cause
But my favorite Nolan film is The Prestige. You already know that.
really over both those movies?
Over both those movies, The Prestige, hands down.
yeah, see,
hands down.
I agree that like Inception has way better performances. I feel like Matthew McConaughey like carried Interstellar, and it's like, how far can you carry a whole movie when you have a cast that's like doing great, you know?
Mm.
So
I do think that Inception's like the more complete movie, but I don't know, man. Interstellar is just so ambitious, and the soundtrack, bro,
Oh.
the soundtrack is so beautiful, bro.
And it's
I
hella
listen-
ambitious. It's hella ambitious
Right.
for sure, though.
It
Yeah.
is. And the soundtrack, bro, every time I listen to that, I get chills, bro. Like, I start tearing up from listening to it. That's how much I love that soundtrack, bro.
Damn.
okay.
Inception is great in its own right. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's like neck and neck. And then for my third one, I'm gonna go with The Departed.
Departed's good.
I fuck with Departed.
Departed's
Can we
good.
swear on this?
That one's good.
Are we allowed to swear?
Never
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
never
I fuck with Departed, bro.
never
The
seen that
Departed,
one.
dude.
Can someone-
Really?
Really?
Someone
Sounds
someone sell that to me real quick.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a
Oh, I got it.
power
I got it. So, the mob, it's all based in like Brooklyn. The mob in Brooklyn, like they send one of their members to infiltrate the police. So they like hire him as a rookie, be a police or whatever, get one on their side. The cops send a cop to be part of the mob.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And then just the stories intertwined, dude. It's crazy.
That sounds cool. Damn.
I love the end, dude, with Marky Mark, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yes,
love that
bro.
bit. It's so gangster, dude. Like, it's just.
I don't
Dude,
know.
it's
if I
good.
know.
I just rewatched it and I was
Yeah.
mad at the end. I'm like, bro, this can't be happening. And I've totally
Yeah, yeah.
forgot about that. And I just
The end,
forgot when
yeah.
it happened again.
Dude,
I was like,
It's
yes.
so gangster because yeah.
Is that
It's so good,
is
dude.
that another Guy Ritchie film?
No,
man.
it's a Scorsese film.
Okay, for
Mhm.
sure. Damn.
Solid.
I'll fucking
Solid
I'll
film.
put that on my list because I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Scorsese films.
That one has Leo, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson. What else is in it?
Oh,
Fuck.
he's the director that always
That's
has
all.
like a lot of movie stars. No.
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Goodfellas, Casino.
hmm
I've probably seen his movies. Then I just don't remember which ones.
Watch
but-
The Departed, dude. That one's good.
Okay. I mean, you haven't
Wolf of
steered me
Wall
wrong
Street.
because you recommended Inglourious Bastards, and I fucking love
Glorious
that one.
Bad. I fuck with
Inglourious
that. I
Basterds
fuck
good.
with that.
And
Yeah.
even The Gentleman, you recommended this one too, and I'm like, fuck, I love this film. Good shit,
Fucking
man.
ace film, dude.
Good shit. But we'll get to
Fucking
that.
ace
We'll get
film.
we'll get to that later because I do have some thoughts, and I'm just like
I would hope so.
Shut up, Chris. All right, Salma, for the second question, movie that you hate but everyone loves.
I feel like I might get some flack for this.
That's
You
the
will.
point.
That's the point. You will.
Bro, fuck 2001 Space Odyssey. I cannot stand that movie.
Really?
Bro, that
Is
movie
Is it
is
because
so
it's like
dope.
you watched it not as a child, but like late, and to analyze it? as a
Yeah.
film, like, now?
Oh,
I
get
think
what you
it's
mean.
because you've just been like bastardized and more advanced stuff. So.
Wait,
Yeah,
was
like,
it for
I
a class?
appreciate- No, because everyone was saying it's so good.
Oh,
Everyone was
okay.
hyping this movie up. And like, don't get me wrong, like I appreciate this movie, bro, for what it did for the industry.
It did a
Because
lot.
without this movie, there's no Interstellar. So how can I truly hate this
Yeah,
Mm.
movie? Right?
yeah.
And like the technological like predictions, like bro, this guy predicted the iPad, he predicted FaceTime, he predicted all these crazy things, bro. And the visuals hold up. Like you can't even tell it was made in like what, 1968?
Wait,
Yeah,
was
for
that
that,
old? Was it that? Wait, when did
It
it?
wasn't 68.
huh?
It wasn't.
It
It wasn't-
It wasn't 1968.
When is
That's
it?
too long ago, I think.
It wasn't 68, bro. So look it
I
up.
thought it was 86.
80s, 86. If
Is
anything.
it? No.
86 if
Like
anything.
70, 78.
Oh no,
68.
he's right.
It's 68.
1968.
2001: A Space Odyssey, 1968,
Jesus,
sci-fi adventure.
That sounds like a
And it
long
holds
time.
up. Doesn't it hold up? It holds
Yeah.
up,
Okay.
right? But my God, bro, the most boring movie ever.
It's from the 60s. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's
It could be boring.
Yeah.
there's a plenty of stories and stuff
No,
that like
no,
still
like
hold up
we
today.
like as like if you've gone through, like, say you've taken a film history class and they do like the curriculum where it's like you analyze movies per decade, you realize that as like the movies get older, the slower they got, because like our like society's kind of like mentality or like conditioning towards media is still pretty new, so things still need to be hand fed slowly. But since you know everything's so fast paced, then movies needed to be faster. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like when you look back through the decades, it's like, oh, why is it so slow? Like that's how I felt about Scarface. Like I don't know why everyone loved that one. I'm like,
I was gonna watch that.
What? Wait, Scarface was your thing? Scarface was your movie that you?
oh no.
hate that everyone loves? Oh,
it's
like
one of
slower.
them. It's one of them.
Can be, yeah.
It can be.
Well,
God,
well, I think it
Scarface
depends
is good.
because like I think Alien, like slow, but like it's like it depends on the movie, right? Because like for that movie, it's a horror. It's supposed to add suspense, and
Mhm.
it did in a way that made like a lot of intrigue. But that's not the same to like the other movies that like we're talking about, and even then, like there are movies like now that like you said, like they sped up to a point where like you're going past a lot of things that maybe should be explained, or like they're just like hand waving, and so like I think there's a good middle ground that like, not to say that it's in a specific era, but like that I think we know that even though like 2001 is old classic, that you can still say, you know, even for the like for now it's not gonna hold up as well, even if you can like Salama said that you respect it for what it's done.
Yeah, because they're
Bro.
Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Salma.
So I actually counted when I was watching, bro. It takes 23 minutes for the first line of dialogue to be spoken, bro. It's literally 23 minutes until the first line. Bro,
Yeah.
if you can get through that movie, you can get through any movie. I'm telling you, bro.
What? That's quite a
I can
bold
wa-
statement, dude.
I can watch any movie now. I guarantee you, bro.
You're like, my friend
Wait,
is so low.
Salma, have you seen The Godfather? You've seen The Godfather, right?
I've seen the first one.
Yeah, the
I-
first
the second
one.
one?
The second one's good too. The second
Yeah.
one's good.
I want to rewatch the whole trilogy. I just never on streaming services.
That's true. Well, speaking of gangster films, since we were talking about The Godfather, let's move on to next topic of conversation, which is your favorite gangster / mobster films. Now, since you know the movie that we're talking about is The Gentleman, which I guess it's I don't know why, dude. When I watched this film, it didn't feel like a gangster film.
You have to watch Guy Ritchie films to see how like his films are to understand that like that's his like theme. But it wasn't really a gangster. It's more it's kind of a gangster film, but
I think-
it's not like
I
mob
think it
gangster.
involves gangster
You're thinking that,
like
yeah.
members, because like
Elements.
it's supposed to, it focuses on like, you know, we'll get into it, but it focuses on specific characters and how they interact with each other, rather than like the gang itself as a whole character. Almost.
See, that's what I was expecting, but you know, we'll get to that in a bit. But for now, favorite gangster films. Let's start with Salma. What is your favorite gangster / mobster films that you can think of?
It's kind of hard, bro, because I love them all.
Do you?
I just watched Donnie Brasco last night. That's a solid movie.
Okay.
That's no one talks about that movie. It's a solid gangster movie.
Donnie
Would you guys consider Departed? That's a gangster
No,
movie.
I was gonna say The Departed. Departed is a gangster movie.
Yeah, there's that. There's-
Scorsese. That's a gangster movie. Sure.
yeah, Goodfellas is up there.
Goodfellas. Yep.
Casino. They're like
Yep.
there's so
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
I can't pick
Those
one.
heavy
Bro.
hitters, dude. Yeah.
They're all so good. I couldn't.
Okay.
I'll continue the list. Let's see. There's The Gentleman, of course, and let's see what other gangster films. Rock and Rolla by Guy Ritchie, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, and Snatch. There's other gangster films, and then Godfather. We talked about The Godfather.
Good shit.
Godfather 1, 2. I haven't seen 3. Sorry, but I will see 3. And is the Ocean's trilogy a gangster film?
It's more of a heist.
It's a heist. Yeah, it's a heist film.
film.
Never mind.
Pretty good though.
What else? Yeah. Can't think right now. Salma took them all.
Well, I mean, since what? Two people in this room really love gangster films. What's your least favorite then?
Ooh.
Least favorite?
Public Enemies. I thought it was gonna be sick. I did not like it.
What didn't you like about it?
It didn't hit for me, honestly. What's his name is in there? What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Christian Bale.
He looks weird in it. Like the way he looked, it just didn't. No, wait, it's not that one. What's the other film where he looks? Never mind, it's not that one.
Pirates of the Caribbean, I think you're thinking.
That's a gangster film, straight up.
I think about Donnie Brasco because he was
Is
in
it
that.
Donnie Brasco? Yeah, I think it is Donnie Brasco.
Yeah,
but
Johnny
I
The
Depp.
one where he
is
has the
in-
blonde hair and the blue eyes. That's not Donnie Brasco.
Blue hair.
He
I don't
plays
know.
he plays one of the fucking known gangster members, American gangster members. I forgot.
Interesting.
Mm.
Chris, while you guys were thinking about that, Chris, what about you? Favorite
Well,
or
see,
least favorite
I'm not as
gangster film?
cultured as, Salman Jared here.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Before you can't say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5.
I'm not going to say JoJo's. that's not my default. Like some people.
All right, Super Anime. God, I was just trying to.
Well, there is an anime that no one here, I bet you, and
What?
no
Great
one who's
Pretender?
ever going to watch this has probably watched. It's the one called 91 Days. It's basically a mob show, but like it's also like a revenge tale because it's about like this one guy whose family gets killed by, and then how basically he just infiltrates it and like rises up the ranks and basically like makes it cannibalize to get his revenge. And I think it's really good. Like the main character's like journey through all of it, like and becoming like gaining trust, making like almost a family in that place, and him turning it inside out. I think it's great
Like
journey.
standard gangster stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember a movie.
Mm.
You guys should check out Green Street Hooligans. It's got
Oh,
Elijah Wood and Charlie Hunnam. That's like his breakout role. The
I
guy from
actually
Gentleman.
fucking saw that one. That one was
Green Street
dope.
Hooligans is
Anarchy.
good. It's about soccer hooligans, but it's like a gang. They're a gang or whatever.
What's it called?
It's Green Street Hooligans. Just the first one. There's sequels that are just trash. You know when they make trash sequels? Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not
they're
the
like,
main
let's make more
actors.
money.
yeah, exactly.
And then just fucking flop, just
Mhm.
for like the sake of it. Like
Green
that-
Street Hooligans. Elijah Wood, Charlie Hunnam. Boom.
Yeah.
Good story.
Honestly, for me though, I feel like I'm not gonna say my favorite gangster film because I haven't seen many, but I feel like if I were to pick my least favorite one, it would probably be The Irishman.
I couldn't. It's 3 hours. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I haven't attempted yet.
It was good.
I liked it.
You thought it was
Slow
good?
paced. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's long and slow, but I think like just the character journey of the Irishman, whatever his name is, like just going throughout his life and like seeing the betrayals and seeing the like different choices that he has to make. It's full character journey that you have to follow, and I quite liked it. Like just seeing
I
him
think.
reminisce.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I think people don't like that movie because it's not as flashy as his other gang movies. It's more
Mhm.
about like the repercussions and consequences of being a gangster and like the aftermath, and also because it's slow. So
Yeah.
No.
I still think it's
See,
good.
I need to make time for it. That's the thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
watch
it's
it
hard when it's like
twice
a
or something.
behemoth almost.
See, that wasn't actually the parts that I didn't like because I thought the plot was interesting. I thought like the whole all human condition that happens within it is interesting. The one part I didn't really like is like the actors' performances. Like especially because
Mediocre.
it wasn't mediocre. It was just like because you know how the big three in there had to like be CGI to their face to be like make look young
Took
and
away
shit.
from it.
Yeah. When they look young but they move old, it's off-putting.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I
I see
couldn't
that.
take it seriously. Like I really couldn't. Cause like yeah, like, I mean I get it. It's a long, like I get why it's a long film. I get why things are happening and stuff like that. I get that it's like going through like historical events. It's just hard to see. It's hard to see actors who look young move old. Like
That
they
makes
try
sense.
to run, but it's like how an old person
Yeah.
would.
Like how older person would like run.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's off-putting. I really
I'm
can't.
just gonna ask you this. You try running in a suit. Just kidding. No. It's like,
It's not that hard. What do you mean? It's not that hard.
Without tearing a hole, you know. Just saying.
They got stretchy slacks. The fuck?
Now, not back then, dude.
Oh
Not
shit,
back then.
dude! They weren't even like the fucking fittings for like old school fucking slacks and shit weren't even
Yeah.
that like tight to
Loose.
your
They were
legs.
loose cut. Yeah, they were loose cut.
Nah, dude, I could run in them bitches. You kidding me? I'll fucking sprint with those.
You're right.
All right. So now that we've deviled into gangster and mobster films, let's go talk about this film called The Gentleman. Because to be quite honest, I'm actually quite excited to talk about this because it's been a while since I've been extremely entertained by an action film. This is
It's a good one then. It's a good one.
It's
then,
a
that you
real
watch this.
good one. Like that's why like that again. That's why I'm thanking Jared so much right now for fucking recommending this film because it's a really fucking good film. So let's go around the room first then and talk about stuff we liked about this film, starting with Jared because you recommended this film. So please,
Dude, okay.
let's go.
Story, the acting from like a bunch of actors in that, a good amount of actors. The story, yeah, I gotta say the story, the well timed, like it was just a great balance of action, humor, and just gangster. I don't know. It just kept you guessing too, like what's happening. It's even better the second time you watch it. It's one of those films. It's like you watch it the first time, you're like, dude. At the end, you're like, that was a good film. Let me watch it again, and you're just like, yeah. And like parts where it's supposed to be tense, like especially the scene when Matthew McConaughey, where it's like it didn't even happen, but you know he shoots dry eye in the nut, and then he just has that like monologue, like when the lion's hungry, he eats. Like that shit was just brutal, and he was machismo as fuck. Like that was really cool.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's a great way to put it because I think the whole time I didn't get bored, and it's really like it's hard to get bored in that film, especially with the whole like narration like structure that they had with Fletcher.
Fletcher,
Right?
Hugh Grant, yeah, carrying the whole like his fucking like his lines. Yeah.
It and like you said too, where it's like there's like alternative like scenes that they shot just for the purpose of like drama or like dramatization of it. I'm just like, holy shit, that's so cool. And then it's like he says the line of the story. Fucking Raymond's like, no, he's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
Pearson, not like that, not my boss. And then it's just like, let me show you what actually happened. And it's, dude, shit's dope. I do agree. Chris, what about you? What did you like about this film?
I like that they tied in like most problems or like questions that like brought up. Like, 'cause I like how everything was kind of like interconnected, and it felt almost like, you know, a world, right, where like different characters, different people are off doing their own things, and then they kind of like intertwine because of like specific events, or like, you know, the Russian mob, them coming back, and just everyone trying to get a piece of the eye that was. God, I'm so bad at the names.
Hey, Chris, you're dropping off a bit. I think your sensitivity is wacky on Discord.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because you're cutting off while you're talking. Either you're talking too low or some shit like that.
Oh, I'll go slower and louder, I guess.
Or louder. Yell out your opinion, damn it.
I thought the way characters interacted were cool.
Okay, we're not slow. We're smart people.
like just having the multiple factions, like the main guy and his groupie. I can't remember their names.
Raymond and Mickey Pearson.
Yeah, and then having the Russians, and then having the Chinese and
Colin Farrell and the coach and his gang.
Like all of them, like having them as standouts and standalones, more like it. That it didn't feel. It helped that it didn't feel too clustered, like with all.
It didn't feel overwhelming at all.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the strong suits of them. Like, you know, big movies like that, like with all the Avengers stuff, like some of it could feel crowded, or like not everyone gets time. But this one, it feels like a lot.
This one, I have to agree with friggin' Chris. Like all the characters, like each like faction, if you say, they all had like enough time to shine. Like they had their spotlight, and it was like cool, nice. Next.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a good point because it's like it's a lot to take in, but you never. Yeah, it's like it was never too much or it was never too little. Like that. If I have to, basically, if I have to describe this film, it's just like nothing was ever too much and nothing was ever too little. It was just like the right amount of everything. And it's weird. Is like Guy Ritchie films always been like that?
Yeah, his
Seems like it.
like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Cause yeah, I don't. This is I'm pretty sure this is my first Guy Ritchie film, and I was taken back on how like balanced it is. It's rare. It's rare to find movies like that. So it's weird.
Same.
It's weird.
I wanted to watch his King Arthur movie, but then I heard it wasn't great. So
I heard it's
Arthur
all
movie.
right. Like it's actually all right. You don't need to watch Aladdin.
Wait, was that by
That's a
him?
Yeah, that's a paycheck movie for sure.
God.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did Aladdin.
Dear Lord.
The live action.
But do Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, and Rock and Rolla. Those are like perfect.
Okay.
They're not as good as The Gentleman. I'm pretty sure you'll be like The Gentleman is like
Really?
top dog. Yeah, but they're good gangster films.
I heard
Sure.
Snatch was better.
Snatch is not bad. It's good though. Like the payoff at the end too is good.
Wait, before I ask Salma what like he liked about The Gentleman, can you sell me Snatch real quick?
Snatch. Okay, so it's a lot. I mean, there's also the multiple factions, different stories, right? There's this one guy. He finds like a diamond, like a valuable giant diamond. That's like the point of the movie. Like someone steals it or whatever, and you got the retrievers who are trying to retrieve it for him. You got the thief, and then the retrievers are con men who are trying to make money because I think it's their fault that they lost the diamond. Or some shit. It's a whole bunch of intertwining stories. Brad Pitt's in it because he was a fan of Guy Ritchie and he couldn't do a perfect British accent, so they made him like a gypsy who would speak gibberish, like Irish/gibberish.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I mean, at this point, yeah. After, I mean, that's why I'm asking. Like, sell me like Guy Ritchie film because I'm pretty sure after this I'll be like, fuck, I need to watch more because this was real good shit. So. Salma, what about you? What did you liked about this film?
Well, for me, I don't think he did anything necessarily incredibly well. I do think it's a very solid movie, but yeah, huh?
Excuse me?
No, it's a solid movie. It's really good.
having a different opinion.
Oh my god.
But it's not like anything like
Salma, hold on.
groundbreaking.
Why is your opinion in this podcast always wrong? I'm just kidding.
Sorry. No, so I do love the pace, very high pace. I like the way he the style of it is very unique. I like the banter between the characters. Story is solid, it's nothing like too crazy. Yeah, just a solid film. A very entertaining watch.
Okay, for sure. Seems like out of all of us here, you're probably the person who liked this movie the least. So
no, no, you don't understand. You're misrepresenting what I'm saying. It's really good, but it's not like I came out of this movie with something like, oh,
Yeah, something new or like
something new, something original. It does what it
great
does.
fucking movie, yeah.
Yeah, it does what it does, and it does it well. And like, you gotta appreciate that. Like, it's not trying to be something it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I like about it.
Well, based on your comments about this film, I'm just gonna assume you did dislike a couple things about it. So let me ask you that. What is there any parts that you didn't like about it?
No, not necessarily. No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's one thing I don't like about it.
What
Or it's
did
just
you
it's not even a big thing. The guy who plays Matthew, the guy who like tries to fuck over Matthew McConaughey's character.
Oh, okay.
At the end.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy. What you call this? The one who has the Mossad crabs like guarding him. That
Yeah.
dude, just the way he plays his character is too much snobby, or like it was too much snob.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess that's the type of character, like thinking he's top shit. and he
Like
could,
overly
fuck him over.
pretentious.
Yeah, like it was. I think it was a bit too much. If he toned it down just a bit, then his character would have been fine. But like
Really?
most of the time for his character, I was like, you're pretty annoying, dude.
On
yeah,
a-
The way he would deliver his lines, Like I don't know.
I disagree with that because I feel like it was enough. It was enough pretentious for most people to hate and then some people to love. You get me?
Oh, okay. See that I get that. Like, and that's what I say about Frieza. Like, Frieza's annoying as fuck, but that's his character. Like, he gets under your skin, dude.
That's
Like,
the point, right?
yeah, that's the point. I'm like, that's good, I guess. It's like Joffrey. Joffrey was annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
I
like,
fucking hated that kid, but he was fucking like that's the fucking point of his character. So I get that's probably why he was like that. I don't know. I felt like it was a bit too much.
So wait, is it too much in terms of the acting or in terms of how the character was written?
Acting. I felt like he did it a bit too much.
Would that be an acting thing? I feel like that's a writing.
I don't know. The way he delivered lines, maybe to me, it was just like that's a little too pretentious.
Well, going on like the similar tangent of like I don't care about the characters. Like I think the characters are some of the weakest part.
Yeah.
Like I think Matthew McConaughey's is the best, but other than that, like
are you telling me he didn't rock a stiffy for his wife?
That's not the
It was dope, dude. When she used her paperweight gun, when she used her gun, dude, that was so fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not though, but like that's like anyone could have really done that. Like, and they would have been, oh, that's a cool scene. Like I know, not anyone, but like the point for me at least is like I think that characters aren't really anything. And you think
I like Colin Farrell's character. Colin Farrell's character was dope. The coach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he was
dude.
a cool side character. Yeah.
Fuck. That was such a side group of like the plot that I really enjoyed. I don't know how or why, but I really enjoyed like the boxers and the coach.
Yeah.
That shit was dope, especially when he was fucking at like.
I hated the boxers.
Really? You didn't like
You
them?
thought that was annoying? Yeah.
I didn't.
That's so annoying.
Their role at the end. That's I think another thing that I didn't like.
Oh, is it because it felt too
how they like
convenient?
flipped like saying like, oh, we'll fuck up Mickey for you, boss. That
Yeah,
shit?
yeah. I mean, it just felt like a Deus Ex Machina where they just came out of nowhere. They're like, oh, we're gonna shoot him up, and then they're like, oh, well, he's dead now, and then there's no repercussions for them. Like I don't know. It feels like a lot of the movie has consequences, but not for like the big thing of like him getting away from the Russians and stuff. And it's just like, and then those guys turning on him. I don't know. It feels like very.
I see it as like as they were earlier. Like they're just ignorant young kids that are just trying to like, like make themselves a man or whatever.
Yeah, but why would they
like,
hate
prove themselves?
Why would they hate Mickey so much to the point where they want to murder them?
Well, because they know the predicament they put their boss in or their coach in.
So why
they're
would
like,
you?
Fuck,
why would
they
you
want to
put
make it
more?
right. They fucked up. No,
down.
that's the thing. They want to make it right. They were like, we
But
fucked up.
Killing
We're
the
gonna make
boss
this right for you.
Killing the boss would make a bigger problem. No.
They're not the
No,
smartest.
well, they don't know that. They're blind
Oh,
kids. They're young
yeah.
kids. That's the thing. They're young. They're like they're just too brash. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just think that their role in the story was just to help out Matthew McConaughey and his group. Like it wasn't real. Like it was interesting, but it was more to progress the plot. Or to me, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
What was their group called? Weren't they called like the kids or something?
I just know them as like the boxers, to be quite honest.
The rappers.
The toddlers. They were called the toddlers.
They were called the toddlers.
So if you think about that, yeah, the toddlers. The name itself, it's like these are kids.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
And so that's what plays.
That makes sense.
Also, what I wanted to bring up too was the end where like Matthew McConaughey, like Mickey Pearson fucks up Matthew. He's like, I want a pound of flesh. And you're like, fuck yeah, like that's my guy. He's on top now.
Yeah.
He saved his wife. He's on top, and then the Russians grab him, and you're like immediately just like, oh shit, what do we do now? What do we do now? What do we do now?
It's such a feeling of dread once he gets in the car and see the text. It's like, boss, don't get in the car. I'm like, oh no.
For a quick bit, and you're like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah. No, but I do have to agree though. Like the toddlers killing, like the accidentally killing the Russians and having Pearson kind of just like come out alive is a little too convenient.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah, because honestly, I would have been fine if he died. I feel like
I wouldn't. I don't think I would. Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they try to lead up the story of him dying, like with the misdirect earlier, and then, well, in your sense of comfort, that happens. I think that would have been a good
Oh,
end.
good hit. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, they did start off the movie as kind of implying that he died.
Yeah,
so.
basically, it's a fake out for his death twice, and it's just like it doesn't hit as strong the more you do it.
I agree.
Interesting. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, they did fake his death twice. That's a little weird. I think honestly, probably based on the whole thing, that's probably the only thing I disliked. Now that I think about it, because like I said, I was super fine him dying. Because the whole time I believed he was gonna die because of the first scene. Because it's like, oh, you'll never know. And then at the end where he got he got like he was about to like trap the other dude into the freezer, and I was like, all right, cool, win, movie over, right? And then they pulled the Russians in, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, like it was weird. It was I do have to say it was a bit weird. So all right, lads, so let's move on to the our personal ratings for this film. So Salma, I do have to explain our rating scale for this show. So we do a scale from 0 to 100, and the way the scaling goes is 0 to 30 means you need to be not sober to consume the film. 30 to, what did I say? 80, right? 70? No.
See, I never heard this ranking.
Oh, you never heard this? Oh, okay.
We just rated them.
Okay. I guess because you've only been in one episode, right, Chris? So
yeah.
Okay, so basically we've established like we've established like our kind of like requirements, or like to help you guide to what number you reach to when you're judging a movie. So between 0 and 30, it's a bad film it's so bad that you need alcohol to watch, or like to watch it. Alcohol or whatever, we don't judge. You can smoke too if you want. Between 30 to, I believe, 80. Wait, Jared, did I say 80 or 70?
I think it was 70, and then 80 to 100 is the good one.
Oh, okay. So between 30 to 70, it's good, but you wouldn't watch it again.
Rewatch it. Yeah, you wouldn't watch it again.
And then 80 and above is like you'd rewatch it, and you'd rewatch it, and the only problems you have with this film are very nitpicky stuff. So since Jared is the most familiar with the rating scale, let's start with you. What's really?
I'd give it 100. This is my 100 film, yeah.
Damn.
I think when I mentioned my top 3, because of right now my top 3, this is like probably up there number 1 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Of all
as
time?
of right now, yeah. I mean,
as of right now.
I can't. As of right now, what I'm feeling like, this is like top dog. Like I instantly, like the first time I watched it, I instantly rewatched it the next day. Like I was like, I gotta watch this movie again.
Okay.
And that's been a while since a movie did that to me.
Okay. Yeah, I can see this as a 100 film, because I had the same rating in mind, but that changed. But I can go back to that later. Yeah, no, again, it's just nitpicky stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's the perfect film.
Exactly, and I told you, like, I don't like how Matthew was overly active. To me, it felt like it, but I still gave it 100. Like, it's not gonna fucking change it.
I mean, if it's so good that you can just overlook that, then yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll watch it again.
Yeah. Chris, what about you? Between 0 to 100, what would you give this film?
Based on the ratings that you gave out, I'd say probably like an 80.
Okay.
And
So it's like borderline. You'd rewatch it, but not good
yeah,
enough to
it's
rewatch.
like I'd rewatch it, but it's not like one of those movies where I'm like actively gonna do it.
Mhm.
And I think it hits like the stuff well, like Solomon was saying, but for me, it just didn't present anything strong enough where like it'll go above and beyond to me.
So basically, you'd rewatch it, but you wouldn't seek out to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Salma, what about you? Between 0 to 100, what would you give this film?
So I have a list of like movies, and the day I watched it, I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
But going off of your criteria, I think I'd give it like a 80, 85, around there.
So,
it's rewatchable.
That's there, yeah.
Yeah, it's rewatchable, but like it doesn't leave you with anything like substantial. You know, it's just a fun watch, and I'd definitely rewatch it multiple times.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I think the reason why we established the 0 to 100 kind of scale is because 5's kind of like one out of 5 stars is a little too low 1 to 10 is like almost there, but not really. That's why we pick 100, and we figured out that it doesn't scale. Like a 9 out of 10 movie is not a 90 out of 100. You know, so that makes sense for sure. I do get why it's like doesn't really leave an impression on you, because like the plot's nothing new. Let's face it. You know, like there's no new idea. It's a gangster film. You know, it's like trying to judge a western. You know, it's like at some point they're kind of all the same.
The same, yep.
Yeah, it's just how polished it could be, and if you know westerns or gangster films is your thing and you've watched a lot of them, you're gonna have like that kind of mentality of like, it's good, nothing new though, you know. So I got that. For me though, I think like I said before, I was gonna give it 100, but up until the ending where it's like he somehow miraculously lived, I was just like,
plot
bullshit.
armor.
Bullshit.
You heard Fletcher? It's the sequel. They want to make a sequel. It's meta. It's meta as fuck, because he's also referring to Man from U.N.C.L.E., which is also a good Guy Ritchie film. And then
that's a Guy Ritchie film too?
That's why that poster is there, because they want to do a sequel. He wants to do a sequel for it.
Oh,
Does he actually?
He does, yeah.
I thought they were gonna do it. Did they not announce it?
Nah, the studio's like, it's hard to get the studio to fund it because they didn't see promising numbers from the first one, even though it was a great story.
It didn't do
thought
well?
they were gonna make a TV show about it or something, or did I read?
No, it was
Like-
based on a TV show. But I mean, they might. I don't know.
They should. I think it would do well as a TV show. Honestly.
Yeah, like episodic like thingies.
Newer fashion.
Wait, Man from U.N.C.L.E., that's a spy movie,
Yep.
right?
The spy
Yeah.
movie, yep.
Henry
How would you
Cavill.
make a TV show out of a spy film?
Different
Totally spies.
different missions.
Oh, different. What would?
One big underlying season story, but they're going on different missions. It's like a western. You got different escapades.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
at some point, like you can't last like more than 2 seasons out of that kind of premise, no?
I mean, maybe. I mean, like, I don't know. To me, it's like Mandalorian was kind of episodic, but like, I still think it's very good because there's an overall narrative to it too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to only be in that. And I think
What
it's
I think would be hard for, what I think would be hard for Man from U.N.C.L.E. is to develop their world, like around their. I don't know. I think it'd just get too boring quick.
How
Like
is
the world they set.
Like since it's like I'm just gonna go on a tangent now about Man from U.N.C.L.E. because I know almost nothing about it. What's the difference between that and 007?
One spy. Okay.
No, we didn't. No, like, obviously the worlds are different, right? Even though it's the same spy
So
movie.
okay, what you call this? Man from U.N.C.L.E., just quick plot point or whatever. It's 2 spies. One's a KGB Russian spy, right? One's an American spy. They were both enemies at first, and their bosses or their companies teamed up, and they have to work together.
Oh,
So it's like butting heads.
Oh, that's a nice thing. Wow. Again, I'm still gonna come back to the question. How the fuck do you make that a TV show though? That's
Different missions. That's all I gotta say.
yeah, but
you
with like
could possibly
2.
go to like different characters too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of that kind of stuff would go off to different people that would,
See-
be able to go on a TV show.
I see that the reason why I'm having a hard time kind of imagining that premise to be a TV show is because like if it's concentrated on 2 spies from 2 totally different factions, how much conflict can you squeeze out of that? You know, without because I feel like
make it sound like Law and Order isn't a thing where they just
Yeah.
do like similar things all
and
the
who
time.
crimes,
and who
like,
here loves
constantly.
Law and Order? No
They
one.
were the most watched in 2020.
Because it's fucking shown like late at night where no one like this was before Netflix. The only reason why that fucking show.
It was the most online stream shows. They
What
literally-
bullshit?
Was it
Wait,
really?
hold on. Bullshit.
Law and Order SVU.
Well,
That's
I'm
the
not saying
one.
those specific, but like those type of shows, like those,
Crime shows.
yeah, like
Wait,
cop shows, like
CSI,
Most
whatever. Miami, New
extreme-
York, Las Vegas.
genre of television.
I'm pretty sure NCIS was probably number or something.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
In the US, the most popular television programs are by far those within the drama category. Is SVU a
The
drama?
Hospital.
TNT knows drama.
Not.
Crime drama.
Yeah, they are
crime drama.
Yeah.
It's like Bones is more of a crime drama.
Yeah, that one was very.
Bones was pretty good.
Bones was good.
Yeah.
But like the
Actually
whole
watched some of
point
it,
of this
yeah.
was to get you to understand Cornell that like there is a market for it. Like
Yeah,
and
there is a
that's-
market. There's
that's-
people that will watch this shit.
That's so
Thing.
weird though. I don't know. I feel I don't know. Like this is why I am perfectly fine with shows ending with only like 5 seasons or less. Like imagine if they tried to squeeze out Breaking Bad.
Oh my god.
You know,
Yeah.
Can you imagine the
Except for
train wreck that would be?
What
Like
do they even do?
yeah, I know, and it's like it's good that what they're doing is like spin-offs based on like other characters, like Better Call Saul. But you know, like what? How can you do a spin-off from A Man from Uncle, or fuck whatever the.
I mean, you can do the same thing. Like
Yeah.
get a character that's reestablished and be like, there
Mm,
specific missions or whatever.
that's true, I guess.
Not that I've seen it, but you know.
I don't know, man. I feel like the TV habits in this country, I feel is so weird because you know people still rewatch The Office or fucking Big Bang Theory and shit like that. Like I don't get why. Although wait, I can't
Why
really
people
judge them.
rewatch it because they like it a lot. What have you rewatched an anime before?
Yeah, but not all the time.
Same fucking thing.
No,
I think it's different though because the thing with like The Office or like Big Bang Theory or even like Friends is you don't have to know a lot of the context. You just watch an episode and you're like, oh, this is cool.
You're in for the jokes too. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're very
Ongoing
standard.
gags. Yeah.
but
Don't have to
it's-
think about it. Just watch
A lot of those shows, yeah, have inside
Basically.
jokes as well. Where it's like, if you're a fan, if you watch it, you know this inside joke, like
But
why
there-
this character's like that.
I've met a couple people who have like been rewatching it for years. You know, like
Yeah.
I really.
I used to rewatch The
Always
Office
Sunny,
all the
Always
time.
Sunny for me. I could rewatch
When I was in
Always
high
Sunny
school.
anytime.
How do y'all do that? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, again, I can't judge because for about a year, I rewatched How I Met Your Mother for like 3 times. But then again, that's the limit. Like, I've done it 3 times, but then
That's
I'm
your
done.
limit.
I can't go back to it. Like, if I go back
Well,
to it,
that's
I
still
get
like
so
a
bored.
lot of times, dude. You know how much time that is? It's still.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, that's why.
I used to watch Dragon Ball on repeat for like a few years.
Oh, how do y'all do that? I can't understand that logic, to be quite honest. That's so weird
Well,
to me.
It's funny that you bring that up because I can't do that now. Like if I'm gonna rewatch a show, I want to watch it with someone so that I can see their experience.
Their
and-
reaction, yeah, experience it with them too, yeah.
Yeah, but like I can't rewatch a show now because I'm like, oh, there's a lot of new content I could just experience, discuss that,
hmm
That's true.
and so that's kind of like the change that I had getting older and watching more stuff.
See, for me, the criteria is for rewatching a show is that I forgot the plot.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually what it is, or it's like, oh yeah. Or I
Like-
mean, not for me. With Always Sunny, I know what episodes like happening, like what's happening, what this character's all about.
Wait, so
Like,
if
I'm
I
not gonna
say-
forget anything.
If I say name the plot for season 2, episode 13, you
I don't
Oh,
think
is it
there's
good?
an episode 13. But if there isn't 13, the last episode, it's probably the gang gets invincible, and that's one
wait.
of that Danny
That can't be
DeVito
true.
friends.
Hold on,
So,
hold on. Let me fact check
It-
you real quick.
the gang gets invincible. It's season 2. Could be the end of season 2.
Always Sunny,
Maybe it's the end of season 3, but it's I
season 2
Imagine.
episode.
imagine.
Wait,
Imagine.
episode 13. Wait, is there even?
I don't even think there's a 13. That's why. That's what I was saying. Yeah. But
So
if it's like
12?
the last episode,
Plot. Hold on. I want to see if you.
It has a title, bro.
Charlie Goes America all over everybody.
all over their ass. That's not. Is that season 2? What's season 3? What's this ending for season 3?
Wait, hold on. Let me pull up the episode list. For 3. Dennis and
Dennis.
Dee get a new dad?
Get a new dad. That's season 3.
Wait, is it?
You're on season 2, dude.
Oh, I'm on season 2. Wait, shit, my bad. Hold on. Season.
There you go. That's
3.
season's 2 ending. Yeah.
Wait, so what did you say what the ending was?
The gang gets invincible, or it's either that or the gang dances their asses off.
Oh my god, he called it.
Yeah.
The gang dances their asses. Holy shit, dude! You actually know this show. Oh my god, how many
That's
times
a
have you
good title.
rewatched this shit?
I've rewatched this show maybe 3 times, but or no, maybe No, because I actually watched it when it was on TV. Like even when it first started, I was a big fan.
That's fair.
Damn, dude.
I
And
mean,
you know
like,
what? The way they started that show, dude, it was just three aspiring like fucking filmmakers or like just showmakers, dude. They reminded me of like us, you know, being freaking young, ambitious.
Well, I don't know about
Their
the young.
intro, they shot on a digital camera. They just drove around Philly and just shot that like on a digital camera and just called it their intro.
They did that for The Office too.
Yeah.
Jim and his friend just went with the camera in his car.
I still can't get into that
Come
show,
classics.
man.
How do you not get into The Office, bro?
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that conversation. I basically don't like dry humor, and The Office is basically just dry humor.
Dude. And then you won't like What We Do in the Shadows. That shit is fucking hilarious.
that
dude.
movie was so good. I need to watch the show.
The show is fucking amazing.
I
That was
heard
pretty funny.
I heard the show was good, but I'm just like, dude, I don't.
You're not gonna like it because it's dry
Yeah.
humor. A lot of
Different
staring
types of
into the
humor,
camera
man.
shit.
As wrong as I want to say that you are, just different type.
I mean, you can say I'm wrong if I say The Office is shit. Then you can say I'm wrong. But if I say I don't like the humor in The Office, I'm fair play.
No, you're
Yeah.
still wrong.
No, fuck off.
And I could recognize that The Office is funny. I like clips from The Office. I haven't watched it, but I could recognize it's fucking hilarious. Like I
Wait,
will give
Jared,
time.
you haven't watched it?
I've never watched it. I told you that and
Oh.
Parks and Recs. I haven't watched both.
So I've watched both of those shows fully.
Wow. Bro. Jared, delete my number.
But no,
bro.
I'm telling you, I could recognize the. All right, yeah, bet I'll do it. No, just,
I don't even know who you are. You think you know someone, bro?
Oh
you
my
think
god.
you know someone?
Oh
We're
god,
not watching The Office.
Salma, are you the type of person who makes The Office their personality?
No, I used to in high school, bro.
Dude, remember he
That's
got
so
the fucking. He
cringe.
got the whole class. Weren't you in that class where he got the whole class like butting heads, especially with Crystal? Crystal was for Parks and Recs. He was for The Office.
Oh yeah, I was
And
there.
And we had a whole like debate, or like everyone had a whole debate, and it was like,
Oh
It's a
yeah.
fact that
came
The
down
Office
to a
is better,
vote.
bro.
Wait.
I think they're just different. Like, I think that The Office is better at like sitting down and just having the, dry humor and stuff. I think Parks and Rec, like the whole point of it is like it's similar in terms of the comedy, but I don't know. For me, I like the characters a lot.
No, I love Parks and Rec. Don't get me wrong. It's a good show, but The
Yeah, both
Office
are really
is something
good.
else, bro. There's just no competition, man.
Wait, sorry. We have to give context to Chris too. This is like we basically all met in a production class. Actually, for the audience too. Yeah, like me, Jared, and Salma. We all met in like what was it? What was it officially called? It was just like
Video production one.
yeah, video production one. And one of the things that our professor JJ did was like ask like recommendations for like shows and shit. And obviously Salma was like
Office number-
The Office number one.
The
And then-
Office. Yeah.
at the other side of the room, one of our classmates, Crystal, was like, "No, Parks and Rec is better." And then a whole afternoon was wasted
Civil
with
War.
everyone yelling at each other.
And just debating.
Who won though?
Parks
Let
and
me know
Rec.
who won.
Did
Parks and
The
Rec.
Office one.
The Office did.
No, Parks
Office
and
one.
Rec, dude.
Yeah.
There was
It
more
was
people in
close.
Parks and Rec.
It was close, no, but The Office one. I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just yelling way louder and I was in denial. I don't know. Well,
But yeah,
anyway.
I can't
I mean,
stand
both are
The
good.
Office
Both are
now,
good.
actually.
Wow.
Because you watch it so much, or what?
Because I watched it so much, yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Like I have to take a couple years off.
That's fair. It happens.
How many years would that take? Especially when you've imprinted that show in your brain so much.
Like 5 years, probably, maybe 10.
Really? You think you'd forget it within?
Let's
half
do a deal,
decade?
dude. Binge Always Sunny, and I'll binge The Office.
I want to watch It's Always Sunny. Like that's on my
That's a good trade.
That's a good trade, right?
It seems
Yeah,
like
good trade.
I would love it, yeah.
Damn.
But I'm more into movies right now. I don't know why. I used
I'm
to be
just
a
gonna tell you
TV guy.
this though, with Always Sunny, it finds its fucking formula once Danny DeVito shows up.
What
Wait,
season
like-
is that?
what?
At season 2, he comes in a few episodes. In season 3, he's a legit cast member,
Sexy.
original cat part of the cast, and then he's just
That's fair.
fucking set sails from there.
The Office is like that as well. Like you have to wait
It
till
just
like
takes a
season
while,
2,
yeah.
3, yeah.
Can't you just season skip?
No,
dude. See, that's why you fucking no.
Oh,
No, you can't do that.
Can't
Would
watch
you
them
jump to
show
part
like that.
3,
Yeah.
Cornell? Would you jump to part 3?
no, hell no, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And,
but
and that's an even easier thing
no,
to do. than the
JoJo's
Office.
Bizarre Adventure is a whole different story, all right? Because it's like different characters every part, and it's like a different story every part. But
and yet you still wouldn't skip.
no, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Well, it's the same crew, almost the same. Like, okay, one of the main arguments that I was given to like, because I tried to watch season 1 of The Office and I thought it was shit. And
Yeah, it's the worst season. Oh,
yeah, and everyone was like,
It's
no,
so
it doesn't get
bad.
better till season 2. I'm like, can I just jump it? And everyone's like, nah, don't fucking do that. I'm like, oh, can I just do it though? Would I be okay?
Just put it on in the background while you don't pay attention to it, and then get through it like that.
Oh,
Is it
It's
the
that
same
stuff.
amount of episodes? Like, is it like a 13 episode
No, it's
run
like
for the
8.
first season?
It's like 8.
It's like
yeah.
it's like the shortest season, right?
It
And
is
then-
the shortest, yeah.
yeah, that's same with Always Sunny. I think the first season's like 6 episodes.
weird.
I mean, season 1 is funny. Like after you like watch the whole show and you go back, but like if it's your first time watching, I didn't like it. And then
Yeah.
after I finished it and I rewatched it, I thought it was funny.
Hmm.
I think it helps because you know the characters and the type
Yeah,
that they're portraying. And
exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to get that, especially with comedy. It's hard to establish that the characters are the things that's funny
Mm-hmm.
until like you're actually in the.
That Always Sunny is like the perfect gang. Once they get their formula down, it's like the perfect recipe.
Is it on like Hulu? Or-
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get on that eventually.
Okay. Before we end the podcast, I have one follow-up question. Why is there a UK version of The Office?
That was the
That was
first
the
one.
first
the
one.
origin.
Oh, that was the
one.
first
That's the
one.
original.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That's why season 1 of the US one is so bad. It's because it was trying to mimic the UK version, and there's
Yeah.
just different banters between the UK and the US.
Wait, are you telling me the UK version's drier?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Ricky Gervais is fucking hilarious though.
Oh God.
I like that guy. His humor is fucking great.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
a
funny guy.
savage.
He's funny.
He's a savage.
Have you seen his speeches on the? I think like the Emmys.
On Golden Globes. Golden
Golden
Globes, dude. It's when he hosts and shit and roasts everyone.
Yeah,
Dude, it's fucking great.
or him and Steve Carell with the.
With The
when he
Office.
stole-
Yeah.
he stole his.
I gave him his stardom, or like I made Steve Carell, like kind of shit. Yeah,
His show was funny.
that shit's funny.
Can't relate. Don't know. Don't find them funny. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
think in the UK version, there's only one season though, right? They didn't pick
It's like
it up.
2. Yeah, it's like
Or
2.
it's like 2.
I don't know what happened.
Wait, isn't that because that's the thing about like UK TV? It's like they don't milk out a show. They just like whenever they want to stop it, they just stop it.
Doctor Who.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
don't.
well,
They changed the Doctor. That's how it works.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like
still,
Doctor
you're still
Who. I didn't
milking
catch
it.
No, you know what show is milking it? Walking Dead. I'd stop that. Like,
Oh
Is that still
God.
going on?
that one.
bro?
Yeah,
It's
dude,
still
it's
going?
still going on.
Still?
Are
Yeah.
all the main characters
You
dead?
know, I was gonna bring it up when we were talking about like how series keep like stretching out their fucking show.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Walking Dead is just
Yeah.
Wait, who's the main character now then?
It's Norman Reedus. What's his name?
Bruh.
Oh my
Dale.
God.
Stranding
Dale.
guy?
Dale.
Dale, yeah.
Damn, dude.
I saw
Basically
Walking
him and Michonne, dude.
Damn.
I'm like, eh.
I thought
Bro,
like I'm pretty sure after I didn't think it would go after like progress more after Negan. I think it was his name.
Yeah, like after him, like I didn't even watch his arc. I just watched until like Glenn died, and then I
Yeah.
was like, dude, that's such
Same.
a high point. And then I just stopped. Like I was like, I can't continue. It's too much now.
Yeah.
I stopped in the prison season.
Really?
Really? That was getting too much already.
Season 3. Season 3 was
What I
bad.
hated was the Gap episodes. They had a bunch of Gap episodes, and they were hour-long Gap episodes. It's not like an anime where it's like a 23-minute Gap episode.
Oh,
fucking
you're
hour-long
talking about
gap,
fillers.
Oh yeah, filler episodes. My bad. Yeah, filler episodes.
Oh God, imagine
Gap
an
episode, not a Gap. Yeah, filler.
An
my bad.
hour filler episode. God, I would
Mhm.
die inside.
That's gross.
No,
Yeah.
die inside. God damn. All right, let's. Seems like that is an episode. We did rant. We did digress to TV shows for about.
Yeah, we hit
15
it on The
minutes.
Office and Walking Dead.
It's
Within
fine.
the
It's a,
wide range.
it's a podcast. Who cares? there's just gonna be a section of the podcast where we're talking about TV shows, and it's like, what does this have to do with gangster films? I don't know, but
Everything.
shut up. All right, but anyway, thank you guys for watching the Something Dumb podcast. If you enjoyed the show, quick, Jared, do the YouTube thing.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Because they're watching the whole thing because they got hooked in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
They need to know what the story was. So I changed my diaper once this.